Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a deep dive into the world of underrated NES games. The hidden gems that didn't get the love they deserved. We all know Super Mario Bros., Zelda, and Mega Man. But what about the games that never reached mainstream fame? The NES has an enormous library, and within it are some of the most unique, creative, and underappreciated titles of the 8-bit era. If you're a retro gaming fan, you're going to love this list of 10 incredible NES hidden gems, some of which you might have never even heard of before. So if you love discovering new games, buckle in and let's get through the list. Number 10. We are kicking things off with Power Blade, an action-packed platformer that feels like a mix of Mega Man and Contra, but with a boomerang-wielding hero that makes combat feel completely different. You play as Nova, an agent sent to restore power to a sabotaged supercomputer. The game's non-linear level design lets you complete stages in different orders, adding an extra layer of strategy. But what really makes Power Blade special is its boomerang mechanics. You can upgrade it for better range and power, giving you precise control over your attacks. The result? Smooth, fast-paced action that never gets old. With tight controls, great level design, and a killer soundtrack, Power Blade is an NES gem that deserves more mention. If you love intense action with strategic combat, this game is a must-play. Number 9. Next up, we have Little Samson, a game that would have been a classic if only it had been released a few years earlier. Coming out in 1992, when the Super Nintendo was already dominating the market, Little Samson got completely overlooked. But those who played it knew it was something special. Unlike most NES platformers, Little Samson let you switch between 4 different characters at any time. You had Samson, the balanced warrior, with a strong jump and attack, Kickle, the dragon, who can fly and breathe fire, Gam, the stone golem, a tanky powerhouse that can take heavy hits, KO, the mouse, a tiny, fast character who can drop bombs and climb walls. Each level is designed to take advantage of all 4 characters, making gameplay feel fresh and strategic. Combine that with beautiful animation, tight controls, and an amazing soundtrack, and Little Samson is easily one of the best hidden gems on the NES. Number 8. Before Ninja Gaiden became the king of NES ninja action, there was Shadow of the Ninja, a co-op ninja game that deserves way more love. Developed by Natsume, Shadow of the Ninja features fast-paced combat, wall-climbing mechanics, and responsive controls that make every jump and sword strike feel satisfying. What really makes this game stand out, though, is the co-op mode. Unlike Ninja Gaiden, which was strictly single-player, Shadow of the Ninja lets 2 players team up, slicing through enemies together. This turns the game into a high-energy ninja adventure that's way more fun with a friend. The futuristic setting, killer soundtrack, and great gameplay makes Shadow of the Ninja one of the best co-op action games on the NES. Number 7. For RPG fans looking for a Zelda-like adventure with real-time combat, Crystalis is an absolute gem. Released by SNK, this action RPG features sword-based combat, elemental upgrades, and an engrossing story set in a post-apocalyptic world. Unlike traditional turn-based RPGs, Crystalis lets players fight enemies in real time, making battles feel intense and engaging. You'll need to upgrade your weapons and magic to progress, as different elemental swords allow access to new areas and deal damage to specific foes. With gorgeous graphics, a rich story, and some of the best music on the NES, Crystalis is one of the greatest hidden RPG treasures on the system. Number 6. Vice Project Doom is a genre-blending masterpiece. It combines run-and-gun action, top-down driving sections, and even first-person shooter segments, making it feel like 3 games in one. You play as Detective Quinn Hart, uncovering a conspiracy tied to secret experiments and bio-enhanced enemies. The cinematic cutscenes add a film noir-inspired story, setting it apart from most NES action titles. With its fast-paced gameplay, great controls, and variety of gameplay styles, Vice Project Doom deserves a lot more recognition. Number 5. If punching enemies into oblivion sounds fun, Shatterhand is the game for you. This cybernetic action platformer lets you use your enhanced fist to destroy enemies, block bullets, and climb walls. You also collect power-ups to summon robotic allies, adding strategy to how you approach fights. The excellent controls, satisfying combat, and sci-fi setting make Shatterhand a must-play. This game proves that sometimes you don't need guns, just really powerful fists. One of the only downsides to this game was the incredibly bad box art. Number 4. Taking the number 4 spot on our list is The Guardian Legend, a unique blend of action-adventure and vertical scrolling shoot-'em-up gameplay. Developed by Compile, this game puts you in control of a transforming cyborg warrior navigating through labyrinths and engaging in intense space battles. One moment you're exploring a vast overworld reminiscent of The Legend of Zelda, unlocking doors and discovering hidden upgrades. Then suddenly, the game shifts into high-speed shooter action, where you blast through waves of enemies in exhilarating bullet hell-style sequences. This dynamic gameplay switch keeps The Guardian Legend engaging from start to finish. With a compelling sci-fi story, atmospheric visuals, and a memorable soundtrack, The Guardian of Legend is an underrated classic that deserves a spot in any NES fan's library. Number 3. At number 3, we have Metal Storm, a game that pushed the limits of NES technology with its gravity-defying gameplay. Developed by Tamtex and published by Irem, Metal Storm places you in the role of an advanced combat mech that can flip gravity at will. Instead of traditional platforming, Metal Storm forces you to think vertically. With a single button press, you can reverse gravity, walking on the ceilings, dodging obstacles, and outmaneuvering enemies in ways never seen before in an NES title. This mechanic adds a layer of complexity and innovation, making the game both a puzzle and an action-packed shooter. Despite its impressive visuals and creative gameplay, Metal Storm flew under the radar due to limited marketing. However, challenging levels and unique mechanics have earned it a cult following today. If you're looking for a hidden gem that truly innovated NES platforming, Metal Storm is a must-play. Number 2. Coming in at number 2 is Kickle Cubicle, an adorable yet incredibly challenging puzzle adventure game that often gets overlooked in favor of The Adventures of Lolo. You play as Kickle, a hero with the power to freeze enemies and create ice blocks to solve puzzles. Each stage challenges you to navigate increasingly complex mazes, trapping enemies and pushing frozen blocks to clear obstacles. The gradual difficulty curve ensures that each level introduces new mechanics, keeping the gameplay fresh and rewarding. What makes Kickle Cubicle stand out is its deceptively deep strategy. Later levels require perfect timing and planning, making it a true test of puzzle-solving skills. Its charming visuals, catchy soundtrack, and creative gameplay make it a gem that puzzle fans should not miss. Number 1. Finally taking the spot of number 1 on our list of NES hidden gems is Batman: Return of the Joker, a visually stunning action platformer that pushed the NES hardware to its limits. Unlike its predecessor, this game features Batman equipped with powerful ranged weapons, allowing for fast-paced combat against an army of the Joker's minions. The level of detail in the graphics is almost 16-bit quality, featuring smooth animations, massive character sprites, and impressive parallax scrolling effects. The soundtrack is dark and intense, perfectly matching the game's fast, action-packed gameplay. Each level presents a variety of challenging platforming segments, and the tight controls ensure that every movement feels precise. Though Return of the Joker never reached the fame of other NES Batman games, it remains one of the most visually impressive and well-designed action titles on the console. If you're a fan of high-octane platformers with comic book action, this is a must-play. Alright, that's going to wrap up our list of 10 NES hidden gems. Which of these games have you played? Did we miss any of your favorites? Let us know in the comments below. And if you love deep dives into retro gaming just like this, Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification. That way you never miss out on some of the best retro gaming videos. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep gaming.